Hi, hello, what's up? My name is Liz, and you are watching for Booking Out Loud. Today, I want to go over kind of an all-encompassing overview of the Book of the Month subscription. It's something that I wish was more apparent on the BookTube community and not so much a be-all end-all just sell. So let's get into it. I have been a Book of the Month subscriber for about 2 years now, or it will be 2 years in December. And that means I do know a bit more about Book of the Month than when I was subscribed to it initially. So I do feel a lot more confident talking about it than I would have been going into it and trying to research more about it. And in saying that, I want to put out this video so people have a place to go when they're looking into spending this money for books. If you've been on the BookTube community, you usually see a booktuber who's affiliated with this subscription bring out this blue box, usually in the beginning of the month or in mid of the month, and talk about 5 books pretty routinely. But they never say what it is or how much it usually costs, just, hey, this is my promo code and these are the 5 books they're offering this month. What is this book subscription? It's a monthly subscription service, hence the routine if you're affiliated with it. And what they do is they release 5 books every month. And if you are subscribed to it, you can either pick 0 books or up to 5 books. And that's what it is. You could pay monthly or you could pay yearly, and you get so many credits and it goes to how many books you want. If it's a book that you get for Book of the Month subscription, every book comes with their insignia in the top corner. In the back, it tells you which year and which month. And then once you take the cover off, they also have this their inscription, month and year, inscribed right there. So if you want pristine books, this also isn't the subscription for you. Now, what are the fees? You could do a yearly fee, which gives you 12 credits. So in their mind, 1 credit a month. And that yearly fee is $149.99, which is about $12.50 a book. And it is a hardcover book. So, or you could go month to month. If it's your first time, it's $9.99 with any promo. You don't have to go to a YouTuber to get a YouTube promo code. You could just go on their website. And so it's $9.99 your first month. And then the sequential months, it's $14.99. So if you wanted to do it for a year, it would come out to $174.88, or just $14.99 a book. It's up to you. You can cancel anytime, you can start anytime, you can go in, you can go out. It's fairly easy and they make it pretty straightforward. This year, I do appreciate that they came out with an app. So they released an app this year where everything last year was online, and I really enjoy the convenience of this. And as you can see, for September books this month, they had what looked like a beautiful story of a generational gap. Anxious People, Winter Counts, this was my choice. Cast by Isabel
Wilkerson, which is a nonfiction book. And I've seen them release more nonfiction books recently. Also recently read that. It was beautiful. And Transcendent Kingdom by Ya Gassi, which I loved her debut novel and really happy that they released this novel. Honestly, I would have been happy to get pretty much all 5 of these books this month, but I just ended up getting Winter Counts. But if you click on this, it's really cool where you have this quick synopsis, you have get to know the book, someone writes why they loved it, a little synopsis, and then you have the official synopsis. And if you want to preview the book, you do have the option. And this happens with all 5 of these books. And with this app, they also released this interesting reading challenge where you have how many books you've read, different genres, and how many debuts you've read. So you have your bookshelf too with that. And then how many books you've rated. Unraveling, Mexican Gothic. So different books that I've read and rated with this subscription box.
For me, I do it yearly just because I'm pretty good at going 1 book, 1 month. Now, the reason I've done it for so long is because 2 years ago, I was in a major reading slump. Just starting my first year of teaching, I couldn't really have time to find new books outside of professional development books. And I thought it would be a good way to find books to try to get me out of my reading slump. And I liked it so much that I continued. But in saying that, there have been months that I did not like the book choices. And then I just continued, and the next month I was able to get 2 books. My first book was No Exit by Taylor Adams. And I'm gonna be completely honest, when I first got it and I first read it, I thought I had made a major mistake with this subscription box because I didn't like it. I thought the mystery was awful. I thought the ending was not good. And I was like, if these are the books that the subscription service chooses, I don't know if I would want to continue it. I started really enjoying some of the books, and I would often choose books that I would never pick up if I had gone to a bookstore, whether it's a local bookstore, whether it's Barnes & Noble, or even just Amazon. And in August of last year, I picked up The Reckless Oath We Made by Bren Greenwood. I had never heard of Bren. I'd never heard of a book like this, and I absolutely adored it. And without the subscription, it would have never been in my hands. I would have never laid eyes on it. So it's just different things like that that I really appreciate about this subscription box. This is just a topic that I wish the BookTube community was more open about and less trying to sell their watchers. So to be frank, I think it's a good service for me, but not everyone. There has been times where I was in huge book slumps and I would just have months on end where I wouldn't read anything. And so these book of the months would just pile up. And then eventually I read all of them, and I am glad that I did. But if you are someone who can't afford it because it is pricey, or you just can't read a book per month, it might not be the best for you. There's great choices for libraries that also have online options, and you don't necessarily have to buy a book every month. So I just wanted to put out this video to tell you about different choices that are available for this subscription. So thank you for watching, and I hope you're staying safe and have a wonderful day. Bye.